Okay, a very good morning to one and all. With immense pleasure, I welcome Dr. Ravish, Professor and Head of the Department of Psychiatry, Mysore Medical College, Mysore. He is formerly the Director of Dharwad Institute of Medical Health and Neuroscience, Dharwad. Doctor has done his MBBS from Kasturba Medical College, Mangalore, MD in Psychiatry from Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, MSc from Forensic and Legal Psychology, University of Leicester, United Kingdom, PhD from BU University, Amsterdam, Netherlands. These are some of them. There are many more. He has won many awards and numerous papers presented at various seminars and even 3 books. Today, Dr. Ravish has taken time from his busy schedule to talk to us on learning skills and time management, which is apt in today's time and scenario. On behalf of Mysore School of Architecture, I welcome you once again, sir. If students have any questions, please ask in the question and answer session after Dr. Ravish's presentation. So the floor is open to you, sir. You can start.
A very good morning and thank you very much for the introduction. At the outset, am I audible and visible properly?
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, okay. So at the outset, I thank Mysore School of Architecture for giving me this opportunity. It's a pleasure that I could reach other than my medical students with regard to building the nation. Your architecture is concerned with building the buildings, but I look from the perspective of building the nation. Now, I would like to start with my presentation. Is it clear?
It just started, sir.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
Yes.
So, my disclosure is true words are not always pretty and pretty words are not always true. Now, sometimes I may have to make some comments which might hurt. So at the beginning, I'm putting this disclosure so that I do not really mean to hurt anybody, but it's in the interest of really bringing out what is the truth. Why I tell this? Because today we are facing a huge difficulty in the form of COVID-19. And let me tell you, none of the technology has been successful to bring us out of this pandemic, which has affected the whole world. And you have seen so much of economic crisis. But where is all those technological innovations, okay, when it comes to basic health? So let me tell you, being very technologically sound doesn't mean we are in good health. So we have to learn, we have to go back to the basics. So with these words, many students, particularly during this COVID time, find it difficult to utilize their time properly. When there is a physical attendance needed, okay, to attend the classes, that would make a difference. But when it comes to sitting at your home and then listening with the same focus and interest is quite difficult. So where does one start, okay, when there are so much of webinars happening, and how do I keep updating my skills during this pandemic time where we are housebound? So we need to create the need to learn, the need to quest for the knowledge. If this need starts, then it gives rise to wants, which will cause some kind of a tension. Many of us think that life should be tension free. That's not true. There should be some amount of tension so that you will be careful enough, so that you will put in some amount of energy to fulfill your needs. By fulfilling your needs, you would get into some kind of an action which finally results in satisfaction. I often see an ad to Sprite Pizza because the person who keeps drinking the Sprite is relaxing. Okay, but the person who wants to dream, who wants to achieve, okay, that effort of going through the process, that is the satisfaction. Okay, simply wasting time, okay, doesn't mean you are peaceful. Okay, you are very, very calm. No, that's a very wrong notion. Life means doing something. Okay, so that in the process of doing something, you get this satisfaction. And what is more better than having the knowledge of the worldly things? It's just not technical, it's also the basic knowledge about how to lead a life. Okay, so this motivation, okay, of creating a need, a good need, not a bad need, and wanting to fulfill that need, thereby, okay, completing the satisfaction chain. But in today's time, what are the students doing? Okay, they are just being very lazy. Okay, they just procrastinate things. Ultimately, when tomorrow is the exam, okay, then they will search for the notes because they want a shortcut for every success, isn't it? Now, how to motivate yourself? Keep motivating. Since I don't have uh, the because only the slide is in front of me, I would be asking, am I audible in between? Are you with me?
Yes, doctor.
Okay,
audible.
fine. Yeah. So many of you might have heard this common saying, life is a challenge, face it. Yes, definitely it's a challenge, particularly in a world filled with so much of distractions. So it's a challenge. Now begin with a challenge. Okay. Now creating a good need itself is a challenge. Now when you begin, there will always be many choices, isn't it? If you want to come to your college from home, you have many choices. Okay, either you can come with your vehicle, or you can take drop from someone else. Okay, or you can catch an auto, you can go by Ola. Okay, a simple thing, right? Going from your home to your college. Okay, there are so many choices. Likewise, life always gives many choices. So you need to how to choose. You are not experienced in life. You need to collaborate. You need to collaborate with your teachers. You need to collaborate with your parents, with the seniors. Okay, good seniors, not those kind of seniors who will say हर 6 महीने में एग्जाम आते रहता है. Okay, so not the people who comment like that. So collaborate. Okay, there is a saying, if I want to tell about you, I will ask, show me your friends. So with whom you make friends, okay, that will determine your motivation, your goal of life. Okay, so when you collaborate, definitely you can construct a meaning for your actions. Now whenever any action, okay, you start, it gives a consequence. No result is also a consequence. Please understand. Not giving exam is also a result, not just pass or fail. Okay, in my view, not giving exam is a major consequence rather than failing. At least if someone has failed, they have an attempt, they have an experience. But somebody doesn't have the courage to go, If they don't go because of some adverse event in their life, that's a different matter. Okay, so every action has got a consequence. If it is a good consequence, you take control of it. Okay, you take it as a positive feedback. So go for the next challenge. If it's a bad consequence, again take control of it. Okay, find out where you are faltering. Okay, correct it and then take the challenge. So whatever it is a spiral. Okay, this spiral should go on and on. So why I am telling this is, to do anything, one needs motivation. Okay, see, when Mrs. Vivian has taken the responsibility to conduct this, okay, she has coordinated. Okay, she has that motivation. Now, if I have to do something, okay, a talk like this kind, I definitely need to have a motivation, isn't it? So whatever small or big action you take every day, do it with motivation. Definitely, it will give good result. Many a time, student will say, okay, I would have learned, okay, I would have focused so much, but I forget. Please understand, okay, below, okay, you know what is x-axis and y-axis. So as the days pass on, okay, by the end of 1 week, okay, see the amount of retention. On the first day, when you listen, okay, by the end of first day, it comes down to almost 50%. Okay, so by the end of 1 week, it's almost touching the baseline. That means you start forgetting. Okay, any memory starts decaying. So you need to go back and refresh it. Please understand this. Just reading once doesn't retain in the memory. And I'm not telling from something of my own theory. This has been researched. Am I audible? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You are.
So this is a simple graph. I'm going to show the next graph. Okay. If you see this, okay, below you have days, and on the left side you have percentage of memory retention. So usually what teachers keep telling, ideally, on the day, whatever has been done, go back and read on the same day. So if you remember that, okay, if you go back and read, so the first day, the third day, okay, and the 10th day, see the amount of revision that is needed. So after third review, it will retain for 1 month. But if you do the fourth review after 1 month, it will remain almost for a trimester, okay, 90 days. But if you do it on the fifth review, okay, what I'm telling is with regard to average intelligence. Okay, I'm not talking about super IQ people. Okay, most of us, okay, fall under the normal range of intelligence. So if you see from this graph, okay, even for your semester system, for 3 months, you should have read at least 4 to 5 times. Imagine the amount of effort that is required. Now, without doing this proper effort, we tend to say we want everything instantaneous, shortcut, which doesn't happen. Okay. If someone comes to a doctor and say, we don't have children, can you get us the children done? Okay, whatever, test tube, that thing, this thing. Okay, everyone needs to wait for 9 months. Please understand this. These are all natural phenomena, natural processes. Okay, don't put in your personal problems. Okay, and then try to find a shortcut. Okay, there is no memory pill. Please take it from me. There is no memory pill other than putting efforts or hard work. Now, how does this memory work? It's just like your computer. Whenever you give an input, now what I mean by input, the five senses. Okay, it could be visual, it could be auditory, okay, smell, taste, tactile. So there is a sensory memory, sensory input. Once that sensory input is been attentively retained, okay, so that or registered rather, okay, when there is a sensory input, okay, attentively registered, that becomes a short term memory. Now how does short term memory become long term memory? By repeating or rehearsing. So there is a registration, there is rehearsal or repetition, then only you can retrieve. Please understand these three R's. Okay, you can't just register and then go and write exams. There has to be rehearsal. How many rehearsals? At least four to five rehearsals. Okay, then only there can be output. Please understand these processes. Okay, when you were in high school, you would have heard a concept called metamorphosis, isn't it? So how a butterfly, okay, is formed from a small, okay, egg. Okay, that kind of a metamorphosis happens within our memory. Okay, change in form. If you want to make that change in form, one has to put some effort. And this doesn't happen within 24 hours. Let me tell you, this doesn't happen within 24 hours. If it has to happen, that means your attention should be incredible. You should focus so much that, okay, it should be like a pictorial memory. Okay, so there are different forms of memory, but this is the primary outline. Okay, so usual human tendency, we call it as defense mechanism. Okay, when there is a kind of a threat, we tend to target, okay, bend, try to defend. Likewise, there are psychological defense mechanisms. What is it? Denial. I won't do it. Okay, that's a denial. Very rarely, okay, I'm not talking about those geniuses who are very focused. I'm talking about a normal, average student. Okay, the first thing which will come is, I won't do it. Why should I do it? Okay, that is where you need to motivate yourself. Please understand, there can't be any other strong motivation other than self motivation. I need to know, I need to improve my knowledge. When that comes, okay, you are well motivated. So usually we start with, I won't do it. Then when someone really pushes you, forces you, you will say, oh, I can't do it. Okay, then when you are really exposed to it repeatedly, well, then you will think, okay, so give some psychological motivation, okay, not just physical motivation. I will do architecture so that I can build nice buildings and then earn more money. Okay, yes, it's a good motivation, but not a very strong motivation. Okay, that satisfying of having achieved should come within. Okay, so when you start feeling that I want to do it, then only you will know what are the ways. You will start trying to identify, how do I do it? Okay, I'll try to do it. I can do it. Okay, that's how you climb step by step. So in the process of climbing these stairs, it doesn't matter how many times you knock down. It only matters how many times you get up again and keep moving on. Okay. So don't think that successful people successfully climbed every step easily. Okay. If you listen to their story, okay, there would be many failures, failure attempts rather. Okay, attempted failures. Okay, so before they could succeed. One major drawback of students of this time, when I say it is irrespective whether you are in a postgraduate or undergraduate college, or you are in a high school, 10th standard or second PUC, okay, you're all worried about one thing. What is it? The outcome. Okay, you always dream big. But let me tell you, exams, the event is common to everyone. Okay. At the same time, okay, thousands or lakhs of students give exam. But how does outcome get really measured? Outcome comes basically on your response. So there is no point dreaming about the outcome. You should be dreaming about how do I respond to the exam? How do I respond to the event? You should focus what is under your control. What is under your control? What are the questions they might ask? And how do I answer those questions? So that is the response. Focus on how to answer perfectly or near perfectly. I don't know whether there is a perfect answer. Okay. As far as medical science is concerned, there is no perfect answer. A near perfect answer, which will give you the highest outcome. Because when I was younger, it was almost impossible to score 100. But nowadays, students are scoring 100 in every subject. Okay. This is leading to some kind of complacency that we know everything. No. So please keep improving your response. Keep focusing on your response. If your response is good, definitely outcome will definitely be good. If you have answered well, the outcome has to be good. Maybe five marks plus minus, okay, but definitely your outcome will be good. Most of the anxieties are because, oh, the exams are coming. What will happen to the exam? What will happen to the result? So don't focus on the result. Focus on the response. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Okay. See, this is the usual learning curve. If you see, there is initial slow learning. I told you, because in the steps of learning, the initial steps are I won't do it. Okay, I can't do it. So that inertia to be removed, it takes quite a lot of time. And once you start, how do I learn? Okay, from where do I learn? So you start understanding it much quickly. So in between, there is a fast learning phase. And later on, when you have achieved that quite a good amount of rehearsal and learning, okay, the experience you start gaining becomes a little bit slow. Okay, it's only a small addition that goes on. But let me tell you, learning is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a lifelong journey. You need to keep learn. Okay, I learn quite a lot. Okay, when I start interacting with you all students. So that's the reason I want to come out of my shell, okay, of teaching only medical students and understanding the society of society, a psychology of society. Okay, so please understand this. You will take a lot of time initially, but after that, there will be fast learning. That's why many students feel that as the exams are nearing, we are learning fast. No, you would have put so much of efforts earlier, which you would have ignored. So understand this learning curve very well so that you will plan your learning, you will plan your studies. Please understand, if I hear, I tend to forget. If I see, I remember. If I do, and I understand. So this is a famous quote from Confucius. Of course, Chinese products are banned now, but
And today.
yeah, but see, knowledge doesn't have boundaries. That is what I wanted to convey. See, this is a learning pyramid, average retention rate after 24 hours. If you listen to a lecture, particularly when there is a kind of physical contact, in the sense you tend to see and we tend to see your responses, imagine the response rate is only 5%. And webinars, I don't know whether it is 1% or 0.5%. So that's the reason every now and then I've been asking you, am I audible? Are you with me? Okay. So lecture means it's quite boring. Okay. If someone gives a very good lecture, that means we are lucky. Okay. So and every college will have some good lecture. But nowadays, the students are so bored. Okay. They attend only for
Attendance.
in your learning pyramid, you start from Ulta pyramid. Please understand. You start from lecture and then go on searching your whatever subject. So lecture and then go back and reading. So audio visual. That's I mean that's why nowadays a lot of okay,
PPTs.
presentations are PPTs. But still, okay, the blackboard is really good because when you are when the teacher is writing the flow chart or diagram, okay, so even for you there will be diagrams. So when the teacher tends to do it, you know where to start and how to go about. So audio visual demonstration, what I meant to say, audio visual, don't always think from technological perspective. Okay, so audio visual can be simple. Okay, blackboard also. Demonstration, when you are asked to give okay a seminar or you need to demonstrate practically, have a good discussion group. Okay, and practicing by doing. Okay, so there is a Sarvagna Pada, I don't know how many of you know Kannada. Bariyade Oduavana. Okay, so you need to write and then read and then discuss. Okay, and the best thing to learn is to teach. But nowadays, people only preach, they don't teach. They preach, but they don't practice. So doing it and then, okay, if I have to say, don't smoke, and then I go that side and start smoking, does it make any sense to my patients? Okay, so please do this. If you have to teach, you need to first do it properly. So go through this pyramid. Definitely, your learning will be very strong. Okay, your base will be quite broad. Broader the base, that much stronger. I don't have to tell about that because you're all architecture students. Now, this is a normal Gaussian curve, which every one of you know. Okay. So as the level of stress increases, please understand, okay, the performance, there has to be some optimum stress in the middle. Okay. There is an optimum stress. If you are inactive, there is too little stress. Okay. Exams, it comes every 6 months. Let me see. Let me take it whenever I feel, okay, I am prepared enough to take. If you are laid back and inactive, definitely your performance is less. At the same time, if you are very anxious, oh, if I fail, what will happen? Okay, if you panic, okay, I may not remember the answers in my exam. Okay, so if you are very anxious, also your performance will go down. So don't stretch too much. There has to be some minimum stress. Okay, if you are not fearful enough while riding your vehicle, okay, if you are careless or if you are overcautious, both will lead to accidents. Okay, that's a live example I can give you. So be cautious enough so that you don't exhaust yourself, neither you're not too laid back. Okay, that amount of stress is very much needed for any activity. Okay, so you're all students, definitely for exams you tend to prepare. Now preparing for exam, have a mnemonic. Okay, plan properly. Okay, planning determines everything. Okay, and particularly for an architecture student like you have to get the approval of the plan before you start a building, isn't it? Why? Okay, is it scientific? Is it feasible? All those things. So, from the technical perspective, you plan. Second thing is from the time perspective, from your efforts perspective, you need to plan. Put a question, okay, why you need to learn this? What is it that this knowledge is going to bring a difference, bring a change? Then it will self-motivate. Otherwise, just for the sake of, satisfying your parents, you want to learn, that doesn't motivate properly. And every chapter, in the beginning only, they would have given learning objectives, questions. Okay. And in the end also, okay, there will be questions. So you need to understand those questions and definitely repeat. Okay, revise. PQRST method. This I have framed it. Okay, a simple technique called PQRST method. Very easy to remember. Once you read every page, okay, summarize what you have read. Okay, what is the characteristic things that you have caught in these pages or in this chapter, whatever it is, sum up. Even every chapter at the end will also give summary. Okay, that much you definitely need to know. And test yourself. Okay, by testing, you will know where you stand. Okay, that's so. Once you find the consequences. Okay, after constructing a meaning, the hexagon I had shown you, 6 C's. Okay, after constructing the meaning, you will find consequences, then you will take control. So by testing, okay, you can take control, okay, and then correct things. So this is a simple technique you can all try. See, if hard work gave equal results, then donkey would have been the most successful animal. Okay, because ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಕತ್ತೆ ತರ ದುಡಿತೀಯ ಅಂತ. Okay, it's not the question of working hard, it's the question of working smart also. So please don't study unwanted things. Don't be like our Kannada news channels, which gives all unnecessary things. Okay. Organize the material in such a way, okay, 40 minutes at a stretch you should be able to read. Don't sit in front of the book and then go on seeing the book. Because usually what we tend to do, we tend to retain or remember the beginning and the end of every study session. Okay. And at every step, okay, these are the best friends of a student. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. They are the best friends of students. Okay. If you question this, don't believe anything. You question, go back, okay, verify, corroborate. Okay. That's what I'm telling you, collaborate. Okay. Then only you will be very convinced. Now, I have seen quite a lot of students, okay, before entering the exam hall, okay, near the door, still they will be, okay, doing the revision. That won't help, okay. Last minute studying and cramming does not help. In fact, it makes you more confused. So make sure that you sleep well. If you don't sleep, okay, you will not be having the energy to write the exam. 3 hours you have to sit and write the exam. Have you ever sat for 3 years during your this COVID period? Even while you are at home, you are so restless. Only you will be calm when you are lying down in the bed like a lazy log. Okay, so please learn how to be effective during these 3 hours. and don't watch TV or play computer games before going to bed. Not just prior to exam, even otherwise also, because whatever said and done, okay, that emanates radiation, okay, that will keep your brain active and you will take more time to go back to the sleep. So it is a kind of a CNS stimulant, central nervous system stimulant. So 2 hours you need to give gap between going to bed and last watching the screen, whatever screen, it could be your mobile screen as well. So because nowadays what I see is students tend to sleep late and get up late. Okay, that's not good. Please understand, you should go by the nature. When does sunset? By around 6:30, plus minus 30 minutes. Okay, maximum 7 o'clock. That means to say you have to wind up your whatever activities. Many people say, I have the habit of studying up to 2 o'clock. That's the wrong method. Okay, because that's not going synchronizing well with the nature. Okay, synchronizing with the nature means utilize your daylight. Okay, some people have a habit of getting up at 5 o'clock and reading, that is fine, but they would be sleeping by around 9 o'clock, maximum by 10. So you need at least average 7 hours of good sleep for your age. Okay, 7 to 8 hours is good amount of sleep for your age. So coming to time management, we spoke about learning processes. Time management is basically how you utilize your time. Actually, some people have commented that you can't manage time because even if you keep quiet, time goes on. Okay, so time itself will manage you. You can manage only something which you have control. So whatever it is, time goes on. So you need to utilize time properly. So as I was telling earlier, it's not working harder, but working smarter. So how you utilize, how you divide your time, okay, that will lessen your pressure and increase your performance. Let me tell you, if you are a poor manager of time, that will make you ineffective in whatever field you are and also causes stress. Today, you ask anybody, right from a small kid, okay, to a big officer, let us keep politicians away, okay, they are always stressed. So, whomever you ask, they will say we are stressed. For what? Okay, it's a rat race, they are just running behind something. Okay, so please have a good focus. Okay, how to set goal, I will tell it in coming slides. Okay, so what are the elements of good time management? Have a clear vision. Okay, see, this is what I am supposed to do, I will do only that much. Okay, so I have put this because it gives me the clarity. Okay, I work in a public hospital, so there is a lot of disturbances coming from outside. I need to cut off those distractions. Okay. Similarly, you need to have a clear vision, focus. Okay. Please prioritize your activities. You need to understand what comes first. See, you're a student. So what is the primary duty of student? Should anyone tell you? Isn't it? That doesn't mean you have to forego your sleep and then all other activity. Okay, wastage. Do waste. Okay, in the beginning, and in the end, you want to compensate that by cutting down your sleep time. That doesn't happen. Focus on value. Value means not on the money. There is value, maulyagalu. Okay, there is lot of value in society. Okay, which are always valued. Okay, respected. So please understand those values. Okay, so that's why people say time is money. Okay, Time is not just money. Time is. Okay, some disturbance.
None.
Okay.
Can you mute
Time,
yourself? Somebody? No.
time is also your life. Please understand this. Okay. When you understand that time is running off, okay, you won't lose the urgency of doing what is required. Okay. So you need to set boundaries. How to set boundaries? Again, I'll be telling. Okay. Stop bad distractions. Okay, stop bad distractions. If you stop bad distractions, you will stop struggling. So it's an account for good distraction. What is the good distraction? Not the dog barking in the background, isn't it? Is that a so we had a live demonstration. Okay, so when the dog was barking, I definitely started struggling to focus. And Miss Vivina wanted to intervene and say, mute. Are you understanding? It may be very simple things, but these small things join together and make a big difference. Okay. So stay away from the bad distractions. Please understand this chart. Okay. There are certain urgent things and important things which has to be done right now. And what is it for a student? Attending the classes, okay, being regular to the classes, not only maintaining the attendance, but focusing what the teacher conveys or gives the message. There are certain important things, but not urgent. Okay, you can keep it next. Okay, not important, but definitely urgent. Okay, your mother would have told, pay the light bill. Okay, so otherwise the electricity will be cut off. So it is quite urgent, but not important for a student, because you can delegate it to somebody, or nowadays you can do it in your mobile phones, isn't it? So like that, I just gave you an example. There are many things which are not important for you and not urgent. Okay, please ignore. There are many things that you should learn to ignore. Okay, these are the wasteful distractions that is taking our time, particularly watching Kannada news channels. Okay, I don't want watch any other English news channels, so that's the reason. Okay, watching any news channel is definitely waste of time. It's been given in a different colorful chart like this: important and urgent, emergencies, okay, deadline driven projects. So deadline driven projects is your exams, isn't it? So you can delegate, okay, so you can do, who can do it, okay. It is important but not urgent, okay. You can decide when to do it, okay. So you can postpone it. So many things, okay, delete, purge the task. What is it? Social media. Okay. Many students say they need Android mobile phones. Okay. I said Android. Okay. Many people want Apple phones. Okay. That is their personal choices. Why? Because most of the study material will be sent through the mobile phones. I'm sure that may not be totally correct, but if you want to just utilize for that, fine. But if you go to social media or the World Wide Web, it's a deep ocean. Okay, you will be lost. Okay, so don't do these things. Okay, you will be wasting your time. Please understand this. Need to know is something where you need to focus. Fine, there are nice to know things. If somebody has already learned need to know, they can know nice to know things. But nuts to know is, okay, what our news channels, okay, here. So please be focused on only things that you need to know. Are you all with me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Yeah. Another 5 more minutes, okay, I'll be finishing. Then I can take up question and answers. So I don't want to really stretch it more. As I was telling, 40 minutes is your ideal focusing duration. That's the reason. Now, goal setting. Okay. So you need to be smart. When you are setting your goal, be specific. There is short-term goal and long-term goal. Short-term goal is finishing semester exams. So be specific and measurable in the sense not just measuring with some quantifiable things. They are qualitative things as well. Okay. How well you spend time during these student days. Okay, not just coming and then making everything a big struggle. Okay, so there should be a difference, a measurable difference within or without. Whatever you do, it should be attainable. Don't keep all your semester portions for 1 week, last 1 week. It's not possible. Or 1 week of portion, you will say, I will study on Sunday, which never happens. Sunday, you will have somebody coming and calling you for, okay, some other social activity. Okay, so whenever you set a goal, okay, plan it in such a way that it is attainable. And it should be relevant, okay? It should be relevant to your profession in the sense you are a student. Do activities or focus goals which are relevant to your studies. Okay, why do you want to know everything? Why do you want to, okay, your primary duty is to finish the semester, but you want to do some certificate courses, something. Okay, see, those are all not relevant when your primary duty is to finish the semester exams. Now, whatever you do, it needs to have a time. Okay, something semester means it has to be finished in 6 months. So don't keep backlogs. Okay, that will finally add up and then have a cumulative effect, a burden. So be smart. Okay, don't work like a donkey. Okay, be like a horse. Okay, quick enough. Now I have added stress management. Okay, maybe last slide, mainly because stress has become part and parcel of everyone's life. Okay, even if you ask some of your moms, may be homemakers, okay, they will also be stressed. Okay, they will be stressed because you will be stressed. So first, eat sensibly. Okay, eat things that are edible. Okay, so preferably now, okay, whatever freshly prepared at home, that is good. So eat sensibly. Usually, what we say is, what I keep telling here in my hospital is, soppu tarkari alu hannu. Okay, this is something I keep telling. Soppu tarkari alu hannu. Nothing is processed, nothing is packed. Okay, maybe milk may be done, but that's a requirement. Okay, as you all know, it should be pasteurized and then processed. Otherwise, even that also, if it is a fresh milk, okay, then and there. So if somebody coming from rural background, they will know the difference. Okay, so please understand this. Junk food you have to delete from your life. Okay, most of our problems are because our health is not keeping well the way we eat food. Assert yourself. If somebody wants to pressurize you, peer pressure is something which you need to tackle. You say, okay, you don't have to create an enmity. You say, I have come here for some purpose. That's the primary thing I would like to do. Okay, exercise regularly, because nowadays physical activity has become one of the rare commodities. Relax every day, but it shouldn't be a relaxed day. Okay, there's a huge difference between that. Take responsibility. Don't say that I'm a student, everything else should wait. It doesn't happen in life like that. Learn to manage things parallelly, but don't lose your focus. reduce the cause for stresses, okay, examine the values, again, live by that, set realistic goals and expectations, which I have already told. ABC of stress, alter it if you can, avoid it, okay. Some things you can't do anything, accept them and keep moving ahead, okay, like our politicians. Hmm? Build your resistance both physically and psychologically. And stress is more of a perception, okay. So if you really lose hope by just failing an exam, okay, that's definitely your wrong perception, because failure is not the end of the journey, it's only a bend, okay. You need to mend your methods and then bend your ways. Every failure is a lesson, learn well. Every success is a mirror, care well. Okay. Don't think that just because you have passed, okay, you have won the life. No. Life is huge. Okay. It makes everyone humble. So thank you very much for your patient listening. And I would be very happy to answer some of the questions which you students would like to share with me.
Yes, sir. Regarding the learning pyramid, sir, in
Something,
presentation you have slide
Yeah.
learning pyramid. So it was mentioned
Yes.
lecture they'll learn about 5%, whereas audiovisual was around 20%.
Yeah.
Sir, we have been facing some problems. What your suggestions regarding that? So initially, when we had like lectures, so we had a very good interaction, like question answers, or try to understand how much a student is understanding and answering the questions. So, but in a recorded audiovisual, able to
no, I think Sanket is trying to say, sir, that when we have one-to-one lecture class, it's more interactive and there's more conversation happening and the understanding of the students is better. At least we'll know how the understanding is. When you're doing a voice over PPT and recorded one and give it, I don't think that interaction or at least we won't have the understanding how much the students have understood or something. So is that the question? Because in the lecture thing, you have given only 5%.
Sir, let me tell you, this can't be overgeneralized. Okay,
Yes,
number
definitely.
one. Second thing is, the moment you start having an interaction, it becomes a different kind of lecture. It's a didactic lecture. See, that lecture is only a single way lecture. Okay, a monotonous,
Yes.
without proper, interaction. Definitely, that will be what is termed as a boring lecture. But the moment you start writing on the board, okay, asking questions,
Yes.
okay, that becomes a different format. The more senses you use, that much of your brain becomes active. If you are only listening, okay, only small part of your brain will be active. When you start answering, okay,
Then
so
you're
your
more
frontal lobes, okay, when you start following the diagram, then your occipital lobe, okay. So what I meant to say, when you start making them to use more region of the brain, then the memory will be definitely better. Only audio, okay, just like pravachana kelodu ant heltaralla, definitely somebody will go into sleep. So in fact raising the tone and something, I emphasize this, the moment when you say emphasize, okay, that itself gets emphasized. So these are all teaching learning skills which I think in educational psychology we tend to use. But what has been done is very primitive, a primitive lecture, a primitive, okay, reading, primitive reading, not very. So that kind of a thing they have done, because it's a lab made kind of a research. It's a lab research, not in a general public research. let us not strictly get into the nitty gritty of the numbers, but the more faculty we use, see, if someone has to teach, that means he who should have heard the lecture, he should have read the material, not just the material given by the teacher, but he would have explored and he would have written, okay, he would have discussed, then he would have understood. So many faculty. That's important, basically.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, thank you. See,
Anybody else?
most of the students tend to say, I put lot of efforts, but in the exam I won't be able to remember. See, your effort itself is a wrong way. Please understand this. If you have put the correct effort, okay, to tell you something, practice makes man perfect, isn't it? Wrong practice makes wrongly perfect. So please ask somebody, are you in the right track? Or in the PQRST method, okay, I told you, put questions, okay, you would have revised, okay, what you are telling hard work is, you would have revised, but are you able to answer the question? Okay, are you able to sum up? Many students find it difficulty to communicate things. They would have understood, but putting it in words and then communicating, they have a difficulty. Okay, so putting the right points, characteristic points. Say if I have to ask, define the structure of Mysore School of Architecture. If you say it has got that color, it has got bricks, and those are all not specific. Okay, what is the most characteristic thing? Where it is located? Okay, what are the dimensions? What are the things? I want to answer it in a way which is more similar for your understanding. Yeah, that's why I told you how you define Mysore School of Architecture, isn't it? So you will start that it is located in Mysore. That's how you will answer. In Mysore, where it is located. Okay. So what are its nearby, okay, landmarks, all those things. So similarly, whatever you understand, you should know how to communicate. What is expected in the exam? Okay. I think there are some questions. Okay. You can, in the chat box, you can type the questions. I can answer. I can read it and answer.
Doctor had sent you some questions.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you want me to read it out?
Yeah. I'll. Okay. How can procrastination be avoided completely? Nothing can be completely eradicated in this world. Okay. It keeps coming every day. Okay. Say, for example, I have taken bath today. That keeps me clean for only today. Or if I am doing some activity, I may have to take bath at the end of the day as well. Are you getting my point? So procrastination is a part, something which comes to everybody if you don't control it. It's like a weed. Okay. And see, and farmers or agricultures know how difficult it is to keep things, keep the weed away. So you have to, keep your motivation every day. And what are the steps for motivation? I already explained. Okay. That's the only way you can keep the procrastination away. Motivate yourself. Keep motivating yourself, which is on daily basis. So, yeah, there is a question stating that I try and plan out things quite well, or at least I try my best to be realistic, but I am just not able to keep up with my own plans. Almost never. Can I get any suggestion? No, almost never is not definitely not a proper way of understanding. You would have done, but not up to your expectation. Please understand this. Any plan, okay, there can be some amount of deviation. Do you think sun goes down every day on pin dot time? Does sun go every day at 6:30? No, there is a range. Please give a range. Okay. And when you say almost not able to do, that means we call it as what is called as all or none phenomena. Means you are trying to minimize your efforts and maximize your difficulties. You would have done something. Please appreciate that. Okay. And you need to motivate yourself. Okay. So, in the sixth motivation, I had given you something. Okay. It's a challenge. It's a choice. Okay. You need to collaborate. You need to construct a meaning. Find the consequences. Take control. Now you have found a consequence that you are not able to keep up to your plan. Take control. How to take control? Write down where you are faltering. Okay. So take the challenge. Pick up the most easiest thing that you can do, because every man needs some amount of patting. Okay. So start doing that. Then you will be able to, okay, succeed well. It's a spiral which you keep learning, and don't put yourself down. Okay. So the next question is mental health being the most in topic, students often tend to find the temporary solutions for issues related to not only academic but emotional support and guidance. How to seek the right guidance and how to maintain mental health. See, what is mental health? Mental health is again ABC, appropriate behavior to the condition. Please understand this. Appropriate behavior to the condition. That means today, okay, being a weekday, what you are supposed to do it. Okay, morning hours, if you sleep, is it appropriate behavior? It's not. And I was repeatedly telling you, you're a student. What is the primary duty of the student? To study. Study means not 24 hours. Okay. See, you have to divide the time. 8 hours would have been college hour. 8 hours is for your sleep. And remaining 8 hours, 4 hours at least, you should keep it for study. And another 4 hours for recreation. So divide the time like this. Okay. So to get suggestion from the right people, please understand simple thing. If you have a Samsung mobile, you will not go to a Sony service station, isn't it? So you will go to Samsung mobile station only. So likewise, nowadays you have Google, okay, which has replaced the real guru. So if you Google it, you will definitely get, okay, whom to approach. Further, whatever it is, you have a doubt, if it comes to health, you can always come to government sector, because government has a responsibility to all the citizens, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your income status. Okay, you can always, people have a kind of a hesitation to come to government sector, public hospital, because people think, oh, public hospital is only for poor. So please understand, getting a job in government is quite difficult. You will be scrutinized very well. So ultimately, okay, for COVID, will you rely on news channels or will you rely on the government websites. Okay, government websites are more reliable because they are accountable and responsible. Okay, so always fall back on government sector. Okay, and I told you what is mental health, appropriate behavior to the condition. The next question is how to manage multiple submissions given at the same time. Prioritize. Prioritize what needs to be done. Okay. See, for me, from 11 to 12, it was this class. So I have closed the door. I'll show you. I have closed my door. Okay, there will be patients waiting there, but I will see after this class. That's all. Prioritize. This lockdown has mentally suppressed us. Where I have where I have become lazy just sleeping because I have lots of time to spend. It will be helpful if you say the way how to get through this lockdown utilizing time to its best. Okay, I think I have answered in my presentation. Okay, you should be able to know where to focus. Okay, where to focus. And sleep only during sleeping hours. Okay, only night time. Okay, don't, many people tend to sleep in the afternoon. Afternoon, it's called power nap, meaning 10 to 30 minutes, that's all. It's only to get yourself refreshed, to break the monotony. Otherwise, that's not a requirement, not a necessity. People should only sleep during night time, preferably 10 to 6. Okay. If, I mean, 9 to 5 would be the ideal time, but with current generation, okay, with so much of night activity, so at least we can sleep by 10 o'clock. During this pandemic, one of the issue is mental health. It has been disturbed due to lockdown and drastic changes in lifestyle. How to feel normal or less anxious? Again, I will tell you another ABC. ABC, don't forget this ABC. Accept. Accept that this lockdown is not just for you, it's for the entire country. Okay, everyone is facing that. And in fact, if you just go back 25 to 30 years before, there was no such thing called, okay, mobile phones, or some people didn't have televisions at that time, most probably in the rural areas. Okay, some people had difficulty connecting, okay, communicating. They had a trunk call. Okay, you may be feeling prehistoric just 30 years ago. Okay, so let us accept that we have now witnessed a technological boom, but that doesn't make us feel we can do whatever we feel like. Okay, so we need to accept things, that we need to minimize the usage of technology. Technology should be used where it is required, that's all. Technology should help our life, not it should become control or overriding our life. Okay, second thing is B means believe. You should believe nature, you should believe your abilities. This is the problem. We always believed our vehicles. Okay, we always believed electricity. Okay, we believed things which were not under our control. Okay, now we should believe that the life starts from our home. If we keep our home properly, then the whole world would be a better place. So believe that. C is change. Change is something which has to happen every day. Okay, change is not one time, okay, and that's it. So ABC, accept, believe, and change. Yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
sir.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go
Sir,
ahead.
I'm a student from this college, and coming to the presentation, I thank you for teaching us something new today, and we are surely looking for taking it forward. And
Yeah.
my question is little off from this seminar, and that is, according to you, who is the perfect human being in this world, sir, or near perfect being human being?
I am yet to find that person.
Or who, according to you, is leading the best lifestyle? Can you just?
Okay, okay. Shalini, what do you mean by a perfect person? Why do you want a perfect
In
person? No, why do you?
generalizing,
No,
sir.
I'm just curious. I mean, don't get offended. I want to know.
Uh,
Okay, I want to know why do you want a perfect person?
To look upon.
at least to make myself better in any way. Or yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's it,
Okay,
sir.
good,
To
good,
make us
good.
better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, for you, the perfect person should be yourself. Why? Don't compare. See, this is the difference between a psychiatrist and a other doctor. Okay, because if you go to, I'm just giving you. Can you mute yourself because
There's some
it's
disturbance there.
Shalini, can you mute? Because it's, yeah, rebounding. Yeah, I will answer. It's a very wonderful question, Shalini. See, this is the interaction I was looking forward, and that's the reason I clarified it. Let me tell you, there is a difference between mental health perspective and a physical health perspective. See, a physical health perspective, they ask for perfection. Okay, if you go to a orthopedist, he wants it a perfect joint, right? But as far as psychology is concerned, let me tell you, this is not a perfect world at all. Do you think the world has stopped growing? The world is still growing. Okay, not just the world, the Milky Way, the whole universe, it is still expanding. As far as my understanding of uh, astronomy is, astrophysics is concerned, are you getting? So you should compare
Yes, sir.
only, you should only compare
I'm
with
listening.
your, yeah, you should compare only with yourself. Today I'm like this, tomorrow I should be a better Shalini. Because today you had an interaction, wonderful interaction. Okay, you had some kind of a what do you say, enlightenment. Can I call it like that? Okay. Huh? So every person on this universe is unique. That is the reason we take this biometry. Why? The person who is already born and dead, who is living now, and who is going to be born, okay, will not have a fingerprint like you. So where is the question of perfection? So the perfect piece, if you ask, I mean, if I ask your mother, who is the perfect child? My child is the perfect. Okay, for her, you are the whole world. Okay, so let us stop this question of getting into perfection. It's the question of doing what the best I can do to the society. Because let me explain what is mental health. As I told you, mental health is appropriate behavior to the condition, but slightly expanding it, mental health is understanding one's strength and weakness, number one. Second thing is developing good interpersonal relationship. And thirdly, during this process, contributing something to the society. Okay. Now, contributing something means contributing good to the society. So that is mental health. So mental health is not just focused about you, but how you develop relationship with the society, and then thereby contributing, bringing some good change to the society, which going strictly, many of us doesn't have good mental health because we are all selfish. Okay, I'm trying to generalize it, but not so, but most of us, isn't it? So that's the reason I wanted to understand what was your understanding. That's why I asked you why you were looking at the perfection. Stop looking at the perfection. This is an imperfect world. Okay, let us enjoy with this imperfection. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. The fact that your talk was able to kindle some kind of thinking amongst our students itself goes to show how successful it has been. We would definitely look forward to seeing some more interactions like this. Thank you very much. And it was quite some time that you spent with us. We would not want to keep your patients waiting outside the door. So we would like to thank them also for their time. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you also.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Vivina, for coordinating this so well. And thank you to all the students and faculty who have attended this thing.
Yes. Thank you so much.